Hi, everyone. My name is Trishina Brown. I am here today at St. David's Medical Center in Austin, and I am here to talk to you guys about drinking and driving and how it should be controlled. One of the biggest causes of death today in the United States is drinking and driving, also known as impaired driving. Alcohol related deaths are increasing daily because of people not knowing what their limits are. They're irresponsible, impaired drivers that don't think about others on the road when they get behind the wheel and choose to drive. Alcohol usage is being abused and misused, and it has to be stopped. Families are losing their loved ones, and children are dying in these accidents that could be prevented if you just make one phone call or designate a driver before you leave. According to CDC.gov, in 2015, 10,265 people died in an alcohol-impaired driving collision, which equals about 1/3 or 29% of all related deaths in the U.S. CDC also says that 1,132 traffic deaths among children ages 0 to 14 years old in 2015 is about 209 children, or approximately 16%, was involved in an alcohol-impaired driving accident. According to MADD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, they helped save nearly 30,000 young lives through passage of the 21 minimum drinking age law. Over 40% of all 10th graders drinking alcohol, according to the University of Michigan, 1/3 of them have had at least some sort of alcohol in their system before the age of 21. 1/3 of all drivers arrested or convicted of drunk driving are sadly repeat offenders. When it comes to your BAC, your blood alcohol concentration, 0.02 is is around the time where you have loss of judgment, relaxation, slight body warmth, and altered moods. Your predicted effects include vision decline in ability to perform two tasks at the same time. When you hit 0.05 of your BAC, you start to have exaggerated behavior, may have loss of muscle control. You also have impaired judgment, you're usually feeling pretty good around this time. Lower alertness and release of inhibition. Sorry about that. Your predicted effects include reduced coordination, reduced ability to track moving objects in tasks become more difficult, difficulty steering, reduced response to emergency driving situations. When you hit about 0.08, muscle coordination becomes poor, harder to detect danger. Your judgment is still pretty bad. You lose self-control. And your predicted effects include concentration, short-term memory loss, speed control, reduced information processing capability, and impaired perception. When it comes to you being a responsible driver, there are some things that you need to take into accountability. First of all, we really don't need any more human beings, animals, objects, or anything dying or being destroyed. But when you have responsible behavior, a responsible impaired driver, which is you're not supposed to be behind the wheel when you're driving anyway, but a responsible person would know that before drinking, choose a non-drinking friend as a DD, also known as a designated driver. Don't let your friends drive impaired. If you let your friends drive impaired, then you also put them in danger as well. If you've been drinking, call a taxi or a ride service. You can also download NHTSA Safe Rider to call a friend or family member to come pick you up, pinpoint your location, and arrange to be picked up. Also, if you're hosting a party where you know for a fact alcohol will be served, make sure all guests leave with a designated driver or a sober driver or a DD. Better know. Always wear your seatbelt. It's your best defense against impaired drivers. although there are some studies that show that when you wear your seatbelt, it could be the cause of death, but that is very, 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 very rare and very low. So if you wear your seatbelt and if you're being the responsible person and having someone drive you, or whether you're riding with someone or whether you're riding in a taxi, always wear your seatbelt no matter what. Thank you all for coming out and listening. I really appreciate it. Have a nice day.